welcome to this beginner yoga flow. This class is designed for beginners in mind, but it's also perfect for all levels if you're looking for a gentle grounding practice. We'll start slow with easy seated stretches, move through foundational poses like downward dog, lunges, and warrior two, and then finish with a calming cool down and short meditation. Let's begin in a comfortable seat. Roll the shoulder blades down and back, close your eyes, resting your hands in your lap, and start to deepen your breath, lengthening your inhales and your exhales, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Taking your attention inward by closing the eyes. Send your breath all the way down into your lower belly and exhale fully with every breath. If you had your eyes closed, flutter them open. Take your hands out to the sides of your hips, and we're going to reach our left arm up and over our ear and just side bend over to the right. Inhale, come back through center and pause. And then reach your right arm up and over your right ear, side bend over to the left. Look under your right arm. Come back through center and pause. Take a breath. And then we'll make our way to tabletop. Come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers really wide under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And we'll go through some rounds of cat and cow to wake up the spine. So push through your palms, and on your inhale, drop your belly, gaze up, lift your tailbone, arching through the spine. And exhale, round, tuck your chin towards your chest, gaze in towards the belly button, hollow out through the belly. Second round, inhale to arch, connecting your breath with movement. Exhale to round through the spine, feel the shoulder blades separate on the back. Last round, inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Come back to a neutral spine. Bring your big toes to touch and sit your hips back onto your heels. Knees can be as far apart as you prefer. And then start to walk your hands forward and melt your head and chest towards your mat. Forehead will come to rest on the mat. And any time in the practice that you feel like you need a break, you can come right back here to child's pose. We'll take 5 to 6 deep breaths here, stretching through our lower back and through our shoulders. Keep your breaths really deep and keep sending them into your lower belly and into your lower back. On your next inhale, lift the head and start to walk the hands back under the shoulders so you can lift the hips. Then take your hands slightly forward in front of the shoulders. We're going to take our sun salutation A from our knees. So you're going to drop your hips forward and lower all the way down to your belly. Come onto the tops of the toes. Hands right under the shoulders. Keep the elbows in close and press your chest up slightly, keeping a bend in the elbows for cobra. And then lower. And then press your palms of your knees to lift all the way up. Tuck your toes, and we're going to lift into downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. Feet are hip width distance apart. And then lift your hips and drop your head. Knees can stay bent. Heels don't have to touch. And then you can pedal out your heels, bending through one knee as you straighten the other. Alternating. Then you can hold in stillness, melting your chest towards your thighs. Let your head hang heavy. No tension in the neck. Inhale, look forward and step one foot forward and then the other, or you can take a couple steps forward so that your feet meet your hands. Take the feet hip width distance apart and clasp opposite elbows for our ragdoll forward fold. Big bend in the knees and just sway side to side. Inhale, release and halfway lift. Lengthening through the spine, look down towards the top of your mat. And exhale, fold in deeper. And then on your next inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to lift. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Palms face forward for standing mountain pose. Then reach the arms out, around and up. Gaze up. Palms come to touch at the top. Exhale, swan dive forward. Fold leading with the chest. Bend in the knees. Fold in deeply. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms. So you can step your feet back and lower to your knees. And then we'll lower to our belly again. Come onto the tops of the toes. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Elbows staying close as you lift up. Maybe come a little bit higher for cobra. And then lower. Everything back down. Press through the knees and the palms to lift back to tabletop. And then we'll come into downward facing dog from there. Lift the hips. Drop the head. Breathe. Just warming up the body. Then inhale, we'll extend our right leg back and up for three-legged dog. Roll through the ankle. Hips stay squared to the mat. Exhale, bring that knee towards the chest and step it forward between the hands. And then drop to your back left knee for our low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Hands can stay down, or you can clasp your hands on your right thigh. Keep your knee over your ankle. Press through that foot. And then if you're ready, we're going to extend our arms overhead and gaze up. Or just look forward, lengthening through the spine, lifting the crown of the head. And then bring the hands back down to frame the front foot. We're going to tuck our back toes and lift our back knee off of the mat. Keeping our hands down to support. And then we're going to rock forward and back. Right here, warming up the hip flexors. Then we're going to inhale and come up to our high crescent lunge. Hands go overhead. Big bend in the front right knee. Back knee can have a little bend in it. You can gaze up. From here, we're going to spin our left toes to face the long edge of our mat and come into warrior two. So your hips face the long edge of your mat. And then hands will go out to a T, keeping them parallel to the ground. Give a big bend in the right knee. For warrior two. Where's your breath? Inhale, spin your back toes to face forward, and we'll come back to our high crescent lunge. So all 10 toes are facing the top of the mat. Hands overhead. And then we're going to drop back to our low lunge. And then bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Take a breath. From here, we're going to plant our hands so we can come back to tabletop. Then we'll tuck our toes so that we can lift our hips into downward facing dog. Stretch everything out, getting a full body stretch here. Pedal it out if that feels good in the legs. Lengthen through the spine. And we'll go to the left side. Extend your left leg back and up for three-legged dog and roll through your ankle. Stretch out your toes. Lengthen through that leg. Keep melting your chest towards your right thigh. Exhale, draw that knee towards your nose or to the chest. Hollow out through the belly and come up onto the left fingertips so you can step that left foot forward between the hands. And then lower your back right knee down to the ground. Hands stay down to frame the front foot for our low lunge. Then you can clasp the hands on top of the left thigh, keeping the knee over the ankle. When you're ready, extend the arms overhead and gaze up. Keep pushing through that left foot. Keep breathing. Exhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot, tuck the back toes so you can lift the right knee off of the mat and then rock forward and back. Massaging the left hip flexor. Then come to center and extend the arms overhead for our high crescent lunge. Gaze up or look forward. And then we'll turn our back right toes to face the long edge of the mat. Push into the knife edge of that foot. Hips face the long edge. Make sure your left knee doesn't cave in. Keep pushing it out over the ankle. When you're ready, extend your arms out to a T for our warrior two. Keeping a bend in the left knee. You can gaze over your front fingertips. And then inhale, bring your hands through center. All 10 toes faced forward for your high crescent lunge. Keep breathing. Inhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot, rock forward and back again. Then drop to that back right knee. Untuck the toes, reach up. Low crescent lunge. Inhale, frame the front foot. And from here, we're just going to bring that knee back to tabletop. Then tuck both toes. And lower into your push-up from your knees or toes. All the way to your belly, untuck your toes. Bring your hands on your shoulders, lift up into cobra. Coming a little bit higher this time. And lower back down. Press through the knees and the palms to push yourself up. Back to tabletop. And then tuck the toes, take your hips back and up for downward facing dog. Getting a full body stretch here, lengthening through the spine. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, look forward and step forward with your left leg followed by the right, or take a couple steps forward and then halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in deeper. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let the arms hang heavy. Head is last to lift and palms face forward at the top. Then reach the arms out, around and up. And then bring them out. Swan dive forward, fold, leading with the chest. Weights in the toes. Fold it in. Halfway lift. Plant the hands so you can step back. Come to your knees. Lower down onto your belly. Untuck the toes. Press up for your cobra pose. Inhale to lower. Exhale, press through the knees and palms. Tuck the toes to lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, drop to your knees. Come to tabletop and then cross at the ankles so you can sit the hips back and bring the legs out in front of you. For butterfly pose, soles of the feet come to touch, knees fall open. Feet can be closer to you or farther apart. Then you can lift and lower the knees a couple times. From here, we'll forward fold, just as much as feels good for you today. Hands and forearms can come to the mat, and then tuck your chin towards your chest. We're going to stretch here and then do a spinal twist and get you on your way. But keep breathing those big, deep breaths. Inhale, start to walk back up. Extend your right leg out in front of you and bring your left foot to the inside or to the side of that right knee. And then hug around your left leg for a spinal twist. Taking your left hand behind you, opening your chest to the left. Lengthen with your inhale, and as you exhale, you can twist just a little bit deeper. Unravel, take a counter twist to the opposite side. We'll extend our left leg out, shake out both legs, and then bring your right sole of the foot down, knee towards the chest. Wrap your left arm around that leg. Right hand goes behind you. Using that right hand to help lengthen. With every inhale and with every exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. Wringing out the spine. Keep breathing. Take your counter twist. Hands to the outside of the left hip. Re-extend your right leg out. And then we'll come to take a comfortable seat. Rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel and carry this energy with you throughout the rest of your day. Thank yourself for showing up, and thank you for moving with me today. Until next time, namaste.